So, you've decided, and you are going to take part in your very first layer competition. However, there is still one more very important step that needs to be taken, creating that awesome costume that you can totally dominate the enemy in. Well, fear not, brave warriors, because that's what I'm here for. Hi, I'm Jessica Lehman, and I'm going to teach you how to make a layer costume. Now, the great thing about Laire is, it's okay if your costume isn't movie quality. Because in Laire, it's not about quality. It's about imagination. Now, let's get started. Okay, so here are the items that you're going to need to make your costume. A box cutter, aluminum foil, styrofoam, any kind of sheet or fabric that you can find in the house, duct tape, and of course, the almighty cardboard. Okay, you ready? Now the first thing we're going to do is create our weapon. Now what I need you to do is grab your cardboard, your duct tape, your styrofoam, your razor blade, and your tin foil. What we're going to do here is we're going to cut the cardboard into the shape of the blade. I'm starting off here by cutting off all this excess stuff that I don't need. Careful not to cut yourself during this process. You're supposed to get hurt during battle, not before. Alright, now that I have my blade all cut out, now I'm going to make the handle. Now this is where the styrofoam comes in. We're basically going to be ripping this apart until it shapes a handle. Okay, now by the time you're done, I'm going to want you to have two separate pieces, like so. And what I'm going to want you to do is put them together like they are a capital T. And then what we're going to do next is we're actually going to take some duct tape and we're going to duct tape these suckers together real good. Alright, now it's at this point that I need you to take your newly molded handle and your newly molded blade, and we're actually going to grab the duct tape yet once again, and we're going to actually duct tape the blade to the handle. Okay, now this is the part where you really start to see things coming together. As you can see, it still looks kind of fake, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab our tin foil at this point. So go ahead and get that ready. What we're doing here is simply wrapping the tin foil around the blade, just to give our dagger a little bit more of a realistic look. Alright, now it's at this point that you can add whatever you want to the sword, little decorative markings on the handle perhaps, just to make it stand out from everyone else's. Really that's the great thing, it's going to be unique to you and your personality and your character. So from there on you can do whatever you want. I just basically gave you a very basic prototype to follow. So here I'm going to lay out my sheet. And now what we're going to do here is cut the sheet up into any style that you wish. And basically, that's it. Okay, now that we've finished the base of our costume, the only thing left is the tiny details. Now, things like that could be anything to decorate your costume, belts, beads, jewelry, bottles for your spells and potions, or holders for your swords and your axes. Anything really to add to your character. It's all up to you from this point on. So at this point, I'm going to break and we're going to see how the costume turns out in action.
What are you doing?
Halt, ye evil fiend!
What?
Either die with honor or die a coward. Which do you prefer?
You just get weirder and weirder every day. You weirdo.
So one thing Laire isn't about is popularity.